teamed up in the 2013 season. So tonight, it is Amber Balkan driving the Cabelco number 35W, unofficially taking second. Here is your Midwest Modified lineup coming up for heat number 1 for Montana's. Now starting on the pole is the guy that won the feature here last Monday night in the Midwest Mods. He has not raced a lot in 2013, but has done a great job when he has raced. He is out of Manitou, Manitoba. The 54 on the pole is Brody Dobson. Outside of row number 1 in the 6C is John Carlson. Inside row 2, another quick car out of the Brandon area. The 4H is Grant Hall. Outside the 3 is Jason Somack. And rounding out the field, the Keewatin Truck Service red dot number 44. This is Austin Hunter. 2 heats in the Midwest Modified Division here tonight at Red River Co-op Speedway. This one will be 8 laps. Rob Como looks them over, and we are green. Brody Dobson with a bit of a push through the middle of turn 1 and 2, but he gathers it up and heads down the back straightaway. Grant Hall in close pursuit. Somack moving up nicely into third. Well, Grant Hall in the 4H looking pretty strong here, but here comes Dobson. Those guys are going to race door to door for a while, you can guarantee that. Somack right there as well. And the Take Us for Granite number 3. But right now it is all Grant Hall. Dobson holding on to the second spot with Somack in hot pursuit. Somack looking real good here tonight. Somack now door to door with a 54, but only for a moment as Brody Dobson speeds away. Grant Hall is beginning to pull away. Three to go. Dobson back to the lead. Grant Hall with problems in the 4H. That is a rare sight. Grant Hall parked at the bottom of turn number 1 and 2. As your leader coming out, yellow flag is out. Yellow flag is out on the racetrack. All right, we're going to wait for our officials to make that call. All right, so yellow flag is out on the speedway. Now we're going to try to get an official call here. Girls, do you know what's going on there? Racing incident. So the 4H will get his spot back. All right, the 4H of Grant Hall will get his number 1 spot back. He will be followed by Brody Dobson in the 54 and then the 3 of Somack. Austin Hunter riding along in the 4th spot in the Keewatin Truck Service number 44. All right, we are one lap to green. We will go single file style. You see the orange cone on the front straightaway. The cars must stay in perfect line until they reach that cone. Once they reach the cone, they are free to pass. They must pass that cone on our side of the cone. They must stay outside. Grant Hall goes to the bottom of the racetrack, but Brody Dobson blows by on the high side. I gotta think the 4H might be having an issue with that car, but maybe not. He's powering right back here. Looks like he definitely has the power. I'm not sure about the handling. White flag. Checkered flag is in the air, and it's going to go to Brody Dobson in the PJ Trailers, number 54. Second spot looks like Grant Hall in the 4H, followed by the 3 of Jason Somack. Well, Grant Hall looked awful strong early in that one, and not sure if it might have been a slight handling problem, maybe a shock or a spring or something, but he seemed to slow down just a little bit towards the end of the race, and Brody Dobson in the 54 car took full advantage of that. Brody Dobson out of Manitou, Manitoba, last week's feature winner in the Midwest Modified Division, is back in victory lane in the heat race and is now on the pizza scale to make it official. And here we go with Midwest Modified Heat number 2. They are in the staging area. Starting on the pole, driving car number 20 is Nick Cadet. Outside, out of Winkler, this is the Jansen number 24 of James Wall. Inside, row number 2. The atechparts.com number 17 is Chris Borowski. Outside, the Viert Landscaping case number 88 is Paul Viert. And rounding out the field, inside of row number 3 in the 00D is David Delane. All right. 8 laps on the Pepsi board for Midwest Modified Heat number 2. Following this, we will have 2 heats of 4-cylinder stocks. Then intermission, then 4 features. All right, they're ready to go coming off of turn number 3 and 4. Nick Cadet is in the 20. He is your pole sitter, and he's got the green flag. Here we go. Well, James Wall to the early lead with Paul Viert in pursuit. Borowski moving to the inside and into third in the atechparts.com number 17. James Wall powering down the back chute into turn 3. The Viert Landscaping 88 of Paul Viert is right there and ready to strike, but the 24 getting a great drive off the corners. The Jansen number 24 is your leader. Paul Viert almost strikes on the 24, but the 24 powers away. It appears Viert is much faster going into the corners. And as you see, Wall with a push, but he gets a good drive off. Oh, heads up 3 wide. The ATEC Parts number 17 of Borowski coming up to join the party. James Wall with handling trouble now as Viert takes the lead. Borowski challenging for second. A great race. David Delane is fourth, and he is right there as well. James Wall developing a terrible push in turn number 4. That is when you go into the corner and the car will not turn. So right now it is all Paul Veert with 2 to go. White flag is out for your leader, 1 for Paul Veert. In the second spot, the Hess, A-Tech Parts number 17 of Borowski. Third is David Delane. The 24 of James Wall has dropped to 4th. Checkered flag is in the air. Your winner is going to be Paul Veert. Second spot, the 17 of Borowski. Third, David Delane. Fourth, the 24 of Wall. And unofficially in the 5th spot, rounding out the field, the number 20 of Nick Adet. Well, Paul Veert brings his Veert Landscaping 88 up onto the Pizza scale.